Hi my friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Legacy Stacker, and today we're going to cover my constitutional silver stack update. At the same time, we'll be reviewing many different types of 90% silver or constitutional silver, including fractional silver that I stack. But first, to the computer. Now here we are at the SD Bullion website. Today is Monday, February 13th, 2023. The silver spot price is $22.21. The gold spot price is $1,873, which gives us a gold to silver ratio of 84-1. Here's the disclaimer. Now here we are once again inside the vault, where my constitutional silver is kept. I've laid this silver out on the table so that we can see it a little better. If you haven't seen my full stack video, I'll place a link right up here to that video so you can check it out. These are simply 90% silver coins that I stack as bullion. Any United States silver coin minted before 1965, so with the date of 1964 or earlier in history, is 90% silver. This includes dollars, half dollars, quarters, and the dimes shown here. I mostly stack these 90% silver coins as fractional silver, as these would be the first coins I would sell, if the stuff hits the fan. I believe I could also use these coins to barter, as many of them are recognizable as coins today. Okay, first let's talk about these two half dollars. As you can see, they are both Kennedy half dollars. And at first glance, they appear to be identical, whether looking at the obverse or the reverse of the coins. However, if we look at this Kennedy half dollar from 1979 and turn it to the side, looking at the rim, we can see the copper band on the rim of the coin. This is one indicator that this coin is a Clad coin, or croupo nickel, which is made up of two layers of 75% copper, 25% nickel on top of a copper core. This Kennedy half dollar on the left from 1979 is worth, you guessed it, 50 cents. Now, if we look at the other half dollar on the right, the one from 1964, the copper band is not present, since it is made up of 90% silver. This Kennedy half dollar from 1964 is worth over $10 with the current premiums on constitutional silver. And that's the big difference between silver coins minted prior to 1965 and the coins of today. Hi my friends, as you can tell, I've made a decision to keep my identity anonymous on this channel for security reasons. Please feel free to participate in my million subscriber challenge by clicking on the subscribe button below. Do you really want to know who I am? If so, please click on the subscribe button, and when I reach 1 million subscribers, I will move from behind the camera to in front of the camera. That's my challenge to you. It won't cost you anything, and most of all, thank you. Now for my 90% or constitutional silver stack update. First, we have these two rolls of dollars, one roll of Morgan silver dollars and the other of Peace silver dollars. I now have 10 rolls of Walking Liberty dollars here in the back, 10 rolls of Ben Franklin dollars here, and 10 rolls of Kennedy half dollars here. That's a total of 30 rolls of half dollars. That was my goal, to have 10 rolls of each of the three different types of 90% silver half dollars. All three types of half dollars are approximately the same price to purchase. Now there are other 90% half dollar coins, such as a Barber half dollar, for example, but a roll of Barber half dollars would be more costly since they are older and more rare, so I don't currently stack them. If you look at the tube of Barber silver quarters on the right, as compared to these Washington silver quarters on the left, you can see that the Barber quarter tube is much lower than the Washington silver quarters, even though they both have exactly the same number of coins, 40 coins, in each tube. That's due to the wear over time and the silver loss. Finally, in my constitutional silver stack, I have 2 rolls of Barber dimes, 2 rolls of Mercury dimes, and then 8 rolls of the Roosevelt dimes, for a total of 10 rolls of 90% silver dimes. In this case, I chose to stack more rolls of the Roosevelt dimes as they have the least amount of wear, just like with the quarters. Now, the face value of this entire constitutional silver stack is about $500, so that's what this would be worth if this was Clad coinage. But since it's constitutional, or 90% silver, given the silver spot price and current premiums, I've totaled the value of this constitutional silver stack to be worth approximately $12,000. I'm probably going to hold my constitutional stacking here, as I've met my latest goal of stacking 10 tubes of each, and because I want to focus more on my other silver and gold stacking goals for the year. It's also a nice feeling to hit your annual goal in February. The January Fund Show pickups helped me along the way. Now, what do you think? How much 90% silver is enough silver to have in your stack? Let me know down in the comments. I've been asking all of my fellow YouTube channels for their opinion, and I'd like to get your opinion on how much of this 90% silver you feel I should stack. Hi, my friends. If you've enjoyed the content of my channel and you're interested in collecting and stacking silver coins, you may want to check out my playlists on my Legacy Stacker channel. You can go to my Legacy Stacker homepage by clicking on the Legacy Stacker gold coin right here. Then at the homepage, you can click on the Playlists tab right here. If you are interested in viewing my Morgan silver dollar collection from the beginning in 1878, you can choose my Morgan silver dollar collection right here, listed as my #1 playlist. Or if you would like to check out my American Silver Eagle Proof collection beginning in 1986, you can do that here. It's playlist #2. Or of course, my constitutional playlist is #3. There are also playlists for the coin of the month, and #5 is my precious metals safety. Also, did you know you can subscribe to my channel just by clicking on this Legacy Stacker gold coin right here at the bottom right hand of the screen? How easy is that? Now let's talk about these 90% silver half dollars in my constitutional stack. The Walking Liberty 90% silver half dollars were minted from 1916 until 1947. With proof versions minted from 1936 through 1942. After the Walking Liberty half dollar came the Ben Franklin 90% silver half dollars, which began minting in 1948 and were minted up until 1963, with proof versions minted each year. The 90% silver John F. Kennedy half dollars were originally minted only in one year, 1964, both at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Proof versions were also minted that year. After that, from 1965 up until 1970, the Kennedy half dollar was reduced to 40% silver. And in 1968, 1969, and 1970, proof versions were struck. Beginning in 1971, the Kennedy half dollars were reduced to Clad, and have been minted every year since then, up to including the present day, with proofs being minted every year as well. There was one exception along the way with the bicentennial design, which has the 1776 to 1976 dates on the obverse of the coin and Independence Hall on the reverse. These half dollars were minted in 1975, and minting continued through 1976, but all of the coins minted in 1975 and 1976 have this 1976 year minted on them, including a 40% silver proof. But this means that you won't find a 1975 Kennedy half dollar anywhere. Beginning in 1992, the proof Kennedy half dollar proofs were once again minted in 90% silver, all the way up to and including the present day. The Barber quarters were minted from 1892 through 1916 at the Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and New Orleans mints. Proof Barber quarters were minted during the same years, from 1892 until 1916. For you collectors out there. The Standing Liberty quarters were minted from 1916 through 1930 at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. I should note, there were no proof Standing Liberty quarters minted. Now this is what I call my magic inflation quarter. This 90% silver quarter is worth over $4 due to its silver content, even more with the current premiums. In 1947, 76 years ago, long before I was born, you could have bought a gallon of gasoline for your vehicle for a quarter, or just 25 cents in that time, just like this one. Today in 2023, my magic quarter, since it's 90% silver, will also buy me a gallon of gasoline for my vehicle since it's worth over $4, approximately the price of a gallon of gas where I live. That's the magic of 90% silver and how stacking silver can be a hedge against inflation. I know, inflation has been a very hot topic over the past year. The value of silver has gone up as inflation has gone up over many, many years. That's the magic of stacking silver and my magic inflation quarter. If you're interested in learning more about constitutional silver, I'll put a link right up here to my constitutional silver playlist, so you can check it out. The Washington 90% silver quarters were minted from 1932 to 1964, with proof versions from 1950 up until 1964. Then, from 1965 on, the Washington quarters were clad, with a satin finish quarter from the San Francisco Mint from 1965 through 1967. It's not until 1968 that the Washington quarters are produced in a proof version, which continued until 1991. The 1976 bicentennial quarters were minted for 2 years, 1975 and 1976. Much like the Kennedy half dollar, both contain the 1976 bicentennial date on the obverse, and the bicentennial quarter is known as having the drummer boy on the reverse. So just like the Kennedy half dollar, you won't find any Washington quarters from 1975. From 1992 to 1998, the San Francisco Mint produced both a proof quarter as well as a silver quarter during those years. From 1999 until 2008, the 50 state quarters were minted, and proof and silver proof quarters were minted for each of those years. In 2009, the District of Columbia, or Washington, D.C. quarters, and the United States Territories quarters were minted. And from 2010 to 2021, the America the Beautiful quarters were minted to create interest in coin collecting again. Barber dimes were minted from 1892 through 1916 at the Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and New Orleans mints. Proof Barber dimes were also minted during the same years, from 1892 up until 1916. Mercury dimes were minted from 1916 through 1945 at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Proof Mercury dimes were minted from 1936 through 1942. The Roosevelt 90% silver dimes were minted from 1946 to 1955 at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Then, from 1956 up until 1964, they were only minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints in 90% silver. From 1965 until present day, the Roosevelt dimes were made out of Clad. Also, in 1980, they started minting the Philadelphia dimes with the P mint mark on them, instead of the Philadelphia dime having no mint mark, identifying the Philadelphia Mint. In 1996, they added a Roosevelt dime minted at the West Point Mint in New York, and there were no proof Roosevelt dimes minted. If you would like to send me a letter, a sticker, or even silver or gold, yes, it happens. My address is right here, and of course in the description below. And I can promise you, anything I receive, I will review on the channel, as these items will be considered my most precious possessions. And I can promise you, anything I receive, I will never sell. They will remain in my legacy collection forever. This week's YouTube channel shout out of the week goes to Pauly Buck. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Pauly Buck talks about silver and gold stacking, as well as updates from many of the mints, including the US Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint, and the Spanish Royal Mint on his channel. Again, I'll leave a link to Pauly Buck's YouTube channel down in the description below. A special thank you to my loyal patrons, without whom this channel would not be possible. Thank you, my friends. I truly appreciate your support. And always remember, my friends, silver and gold, it's wealth you can hold in your hands.